Hey everyone, welcome to Pawfology. So I'm currently on my lunch break and I'm making some lunch right now. I'm finishing up some of this pesto chicken that I have, and I'm making some for Emily and I. So Emily's here. She has to work from home for a couple more weeks, or maybe, 2 more weeks. And so I'm making us some lunch. So hopefully you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good first day back at work if you just went back to work. My day is going pretty well. My job isn't too bad. I have some really great bosses and I work with some really great people. So it's been a pretty good day, I would say. So nothing too crazy's happened. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to make this and then I'm going to come back, I guess, periodically throughout the day and just make my vlog. So that's what I'm doing. Emily is excited for The Bachelor tonight. So I know she's excited to watch that at 8. And that's about all. That's all I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna go stir this and make this pasta and get this bread out of the oven, and I'll be back. Bye. Hey everyone, so I'm back. I just finished lunch. Emily and I had lunch together. It was good. That's probably the third time I've had some form of pesto chicken in the past week. So I think I'm done with anything pesto related for now. So, well, I'm on my lunch break. It's a very sunny day in Indy. So here's something interesting. Last night, about 1 a.m., I'm just hanging out, playing on my Nintendo Switch, and I hear someone, Emily's already in bed, and I hear someone screech really loud and a crash, and I'm just right off the street. So I go on my balcony and this car had crashed into another parked car. So that was interesting. I stood there for a second to see if anyone got out, and then I saw some guy run over to the car. I assume he called 911, and yeah, so I'm just assuming, I think it was a drunk driver. So, I mean, I can only assume that. So that was really sad. She was sobbing and just whatever, but no one was hurt, I don't think. No one was in the parked car. I just looked at the parked car and it looks undamaged. But her car, her front bumper just was essentially like fell off or something. So honestly, it was probably best case scenario for that situation. I don't even think the owner of the other car came out and saw. But yeah, the police was there within like a minute. Very, very fast. And I think everyone was fine. So, and what else? So I'm in my kitchen. Last night I was researching meat or burger presses, steak presses. You know, some people have an iron one. Some people might have a stainless steel one. I have an iron one and I really don't like it, but it's me. It's not the burger press. So I'm going to show it to you. Don't be disgusted. I know I don't take care of this. It is what it is. It's iron. So it's this iron burger press or steak press or whatever you want to press on a hot metal grill or pan. So this item, this utensil, whatever, grill thing, I like it, but I don't like the maintenance that is required for this. And I know some people love iron skillets, iron utensils, but I'm not sure I'm one of them. I want to love it. I want to be someone who knows how to season everything. And I have seasoned this pan before. This was my great-grandma's pan, and my grandpa's, and my dad's, or mom's. No, it was never my parents'. It was just my grandpa's. My great-grandpa and my grandpa's. So, he used to make fried chicken in it. You know, it's a good pan. I understand why people like iron pans, But to me, it is inconvenient, very inconvenient. And I'm going to make myself some coffee. I got some coffee beans right here. I've already grinded. Okay, so iron pans and iron utensils in general are just so inconvenient. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, I want to like it. I want to enjoy the experience. I want to have this staple that a lot of people use. I mean, I get people say it has even heating and all this stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, my stainless steel all-clad pan or my whatever pan, I feel like does a very similar sear. So I think it's more of just a staple, you know, a staple thing that you have that's passed down through generations. And I get it, I understand. But I'm getting to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'll probably will give this to my kids someday, but it's going to be something I use maybe once or twice a year because I really don't see the value in it at the moment. And as far as this press, I want to get a stainless steel press. And actually, to get a really good stainless steel press that weighs the appropriate amount of weight that isn't just for burger smashing is kind of complicated. You got to look at some specialty stores. Amazon has one. That's 3 pounds. It's a pretty thick one. And I thought about getting that one someday. There's also this famous fish guy. I don't know his name. He's like a tuna master or something. And he made one like this that was stainless steel and it sells out every time, but I don't know the name. But he has a book about whatever, searing fish and cutting up tuna and stuff. So very interesting. I think that's going to be something I get in the next few years. Here's my coffee. I'm just making a pour over and I grinded it in my Commandante grinder. So I think it's going to be great. It's just some coffee from Calvin Fletcher's. Nothing too crazy. And I have it on a scale, but I don't normally use the scale. I think if I had some like really high specialty coffee, I would probably weigh it, but at this point I'm just like, no, I know if I put 15 or 14 grams in, it will fill up this cup and it'll be fine. So I know a lot of people are super into making the perfect cup. And yeah, I am, but I have to be in the mood. If I'm not in the mood to make the perfect cup, I probably won't make the perfect cup and I won't care, especially when I'm working. You know, I got to go back to work. It's either I make this really good cup of coffee or I make, you know, an okay cup of coffee in the Keurig, and I just prefer to do this. And I also have those Tinker things, those steeping bags, which I will probably use one on Wednesday and one on Friday. So I used one yesterday. Oh, and I also have nitro cold brew in there. Maybe I'll drink that on Thursday. Tomorrow I might just have K-Cup. Okay, moving on. I don't know what I just talked about right there. I've been thinking also about the golden age of TV. Now, I've read a couple articles about this, and my friend Milky Way Matthew has talked to me about it a few times, his thoughts on the golden age of TV and have we already passed it. I don't remember at all what he has said about it, but here are my thoughts. I think the golden age of TV is, I don't actually have thought. I don't have too many concrete thoughts. I potentially think the golden age of TV is over, but at the same time, I think every generation thought that, but maybe the 2020s we won't have, you know, super great shows. I don't know. Here's my coffee. There it is. So I think, okay, I'm going to say I think we might be done with the golden age of TV. I think we might be done with the golden age of TV shows for a while. Like I have a feeling we won't get the same level of shows as often as we did in the late 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. For example, I don't feel like HBO, and in my opinion, HBO makes some of the best television shows. I have a feeling we won't get the same level, the same quality as we did 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. I mean, it's hard to go up from Game of Thrones. I like the Game of Thrones. I think that's an amazing TV show. It's amazing. But there's a lot of, HBO has a lot of shows similar to that. You know, Sopranos, The Wire, True Detective. I think that's what it's called, True Detective. Anyways, the detective show on HBO, so good with Matthew McConaughey. Is that his name? That show, so good. I love that show so much. And I'm currently watching The Sopranos. And if I would have seen The Sopranos in the 90s, my mind would have been blown, because that is such a good story. The storyline, the just everything about it is just so good. And it's still relevant today. Like, you can watch it now, or at least I can, and enjoy it. What time is it? Hold on. Okay, I got about 20 minutes. And then all the other shows. I mean, think about Breaking Bad. And then I have a list right here of shows. South Park. I know probably most people don't like South Park, but in my opinion, there is they have impacted culture in some way, and they share. There's a lot of valuable things that are said in it. I know most people hate it. I get it. I know they're a bad show, but at the same time, they made an impact on society. You got Succession. I really like that show. Supernatural. I love Supernatural. That was a great show. What other shows? Gravity Falls. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but Gravity Falls is a really good show that I like, and Milky Way Matthew likes as well. True Blood. I haven't watched True Blood, but I want to. I know a few of you have mentioned it. The West Wing. I have not watched it, but my dad does, or did watch it. The Wire, The Voice, Will and Grace, Westworld. I have not watched Westworld, but all my friends are telling me to watch it, but I haven't. So it's just, I'm just interested to see what the future of TV will be like, especially when the streaming service war, you got Netflix, you got Hulu, HBO Max, whatever, Peacock, all of the streaming, Disney Plus, all of those streaming services. Once that big war is done, which it might be done, I don't know. Will we have those many streaming services in the future? My opinion is, once that is done, I think that will be even worse for television. I just think, yeah, because I think streaming services have been pushing good TV as well, making good television shows to compete with each other. But once that's gone, I mean, who's going to be competing? I don't know. Maybe we'll just be streaming services for the next 20 years. I don't know. That will be competing for good television shows. So, okay, I don't really know if that was a concrete answer, but I'm just going to say I'm kind of worried that we're past the golden age of television, and I hope we get a really good show like Game of Thrones soon. Does HBO have a good show right now? I think they have oh man, our friends have been telling us about a few, but I always forget them. Something Lovecraft, Westworld. But I don't know if those are Game of Thrones levels, But maybe some people don't like Game of Thrones. Maybe you don't think that's the best. I don't know. What else? Okay, I'm moving on from that topic, even though there's not like a super clear answer I just said, but that's just what I'm thinking about. Television, television is just, here's something, a question for you. Do you like movies more, or do you like television more? TV shows, television, or do you like TV shows more? So do you like movies or TV shows? And if you're still watching, comment down below TV. No, don't comment TV. Sorry. Comment down below vitamins, because I'm looking at vitamins. Because if you commented TV, then you'd be saying I like TV. Then don't comment that. Comment vitamins. I'm looking at gummy vitamins. Okay. So, do you like TV or movies better? I personally like TV shows better because I can get more into the story. I like being able to not necessarily binge a show, but come back to it, something I can consistently go back to. Like I've been watching Doom Patrol, and I'm taking it very slow. And I feel like there's a lot of episodes with that. So watching that. So I really like TV shows. My current TV shows I like are Doom Patrol and Sopranos, and I'm super, oh my goodness, Sabrina just came out, right? Hold on, I gotta check this. Actually, should I be doing this in this video? Girls, guys, everyone, I have to check this now. I think Sabrina on Netflix just came out with a new season, and I love the Sabrina. It is Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Here's the deal. I love The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I think it's an amazing TV show. It just brings me so much joy. Whew, I gotta watch that. So, all that to say, I love TV shows. I like them better than movies. Honestly, I would be fine with never watching another movie again. I just don't care. So, but yeah, I just don't care. I like TV shows. I like depth. I like watching something that I can get into. I like characters that I can see multiple days in a row, I think. So that's me though. That's me. And maybe some of you are like, I like both and I can't make that decision, and that's fine. This coffee is so good. That's a really good cup of coffee. Well, I think that's all I have for now. Actually, I want to say this. It's amazing how much of a difference water makes in coffee. So if you go to a really fancy coffee shop, here's something. It's a amazing what the difference quality of water does to anything, any drink. You know, I've mentioned it before. I'm going to say it again. I had a friend who was an engineer that specialized in water machines for Starbucks and McDonald's. They were an engineer, and their job was to make the water at these places the most consistent and pure and exactly what the company needs the pH level to be at, because it affects all the drinks. So your Coke, your Diet Coke, your sweet tea, whatever you're drinking at McDonald's, there is the ice at McDonald's as well. It's like super specialized water, and it changes if that water has any different taste to it or any different whatever pH level. It will completely change the taste of your soda, your tea, and everything. Same with Starbucks. Starbucks has a specialized water that keeps all your drinks consistent. Now, it's not the main flavor. It's just one of the main ingredients. And that goes with coffee too. There are companies that sell like these packets that bring your water to the specific pH level for having the best cup of coffee. Very interesting. I've never done it, but I know when I go to Tinker, well, like this Tinker cold brew I have, they have specialized water in that. The only reason I know that is because I watched an interview with one of the people there, blah, 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 whatever. So same with when you go to some of these specialty coffee shops, they use a very specific type of water, which I find really interesting. You probably have to go to a really good coffee shop, like in Chicago. What's one? I mean, there's tons in Chicago, but there's that one that everyone, Intelligentsia, I think they do it. The Intelligentsia, and there's like a group of them that do it. I think Quills does it because they buy their coffees from the same people, like Intelligentsia, Quills. There's other ones that are sold in Whole Foods. That's like dark something. So all of those companies use the same type of coffee bean, and I'm pretty sure they use specialized water. Well, they buy from the same coffee sources because I looked up the company because I had a friend that worked for the company that sold the beans to all these coffee shops in the Midwest region. Very interesting. So they roast the beans for these people. Okay, one last thought. I really hope Nestle does not buy out Onyx Coffee. I don't think they have, but everything that Nestle touches, my opinion, they make it suck. And as far as coffee, that's Stumptown coffee, honestly, some of the worst coffee I've ever had. Even if you buy their specialty coffee, I have bought 3 or 4 bags off their website, and they're all awful. They're awful. Okay, that's all. So, and the reason I think Nestle would buy Onyx Coffee is because Onyx is kind of at that level that Stumptown was before they got bought out. So, meaning they have really good marketing. They're just. I know there's I know there's a larger company looking to, I feel like, buy them. They're just, if you're in the coffee world, you know Onyx Coffee. So, yeah, or Intelligentsia. I don't want them to be bought out, but they already might be. I don't know. Okay, that's all. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have the great rest of your week. If no one's told you this today, you are loved, and this world is a better place because you are here. Emily and I will be here tomorrow. We'll be doing Tuesday Tea Talks, and we'll be talking about many, many things, one being some of our favorite dates. I'm sure she'll talk a little bit about The Bachelor, not too much, and we'll just talk about what's going on in our lives, and we'll go from there. So, well, everyone, I'll talk to you later. You're loved. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.